welcome to episode 28 of the Roma Revolution. I'm Ben, and coming up on today's episode, we have both legs of our Champions League quarter-final against Manchester City. A massive game. Can we get one over on them? Can we get past one of the biggest clubs now in England? Obviously, two teams that have never won the Champions League, vying for their first title in that regard. Is this the opportunity that we really need to be taking to set up a tie with either Arsenal or Man United in the semi-finals? Just a quick one, since you were last with me, we've played one Serie A game. We beat Sampdoria 3-0 in a really convincing win. Tonali, Todibo and Esposito with the goals. It leaves us second in Serie A, 5 points behind Milan and 5 points ahead of Juventus and Napoli. It's still all to play for with 8 games to go. It will take a minor miracle, but we might still be able to do it. But today's episode is all about the Champions League, and the first leg has a team that looks like this. Falanes in goal, a back five of Miranda, Mancini, Ramos, Todibo and Florenzi. The two Tonali and Pellegrini in the midfield, with Thiago Almada in behind Sebastiano Esposito up front. A solid looking team to go away to the City of Manchester Stadium. Can we beat them, or at least grab a goal that may just keep us in the tie when we come back to the Olimpico? A solid team as you expect. Ederson still there in goal for them. Cancelo still on the right as well. Chilwell in for them on the left. Stones and Alvarez in the middle. Frenkie de Jong and Kevin De Bruyne partner each other in the midfield. Sterling, Kai Havertz and Leroy Sané in behind Sergio Aguero. A team full of big names. Can we do it? It's going to be a massive ask, but this is why we are here. We've got to beat these teams if we're ever going to have a chance of giving Roma that first Champions League title. And we are underway for our first quarter-final of the Champions League as Roma manager. Hopefully the first of many more to come. But can we go that one step further and make it to the semi-final? It's an early highlight. 11 minutes in and Sterling has the ball on the right-hand side for City. He's surging towards Miranda, who he's just breezed by, and Leroy Sané's at the back post to head home. Sterling is so much quicker than Miranda. He's charged at him and gone by him as if he's not even there. It's easy for City, and that is 1-0 in a game which could get really ugly really fast if we don't start to show up. We need this not to be too many, otherwise the away leg at the Olimpico is simply going to be the Manchester City show. A ball in from De Bruyne who is headed away, and we've a chance to counter through Juan Miranda. He's beaten to it by Aguero. He dallied on the ball, and Aguero has put a lovely ball in for Sané, and Falanes makes a cracking save to keep us in the tie. I feel like 2 there, and that could have been game over early on in the quarter-final. We've not shown up at all. 2 shots, none on target, only 41% of the possession. But we are still in and punching at the moment. No one's turned up for it. A big occasion again where the players are struggling, but a Lorenzo Pellegrini free kick in a promising position. It's well wide. Ederson sees it wide, but we have at least seen our first highlight of the quarter-final, and there is a potential for another one on the stroke of half-time. Pellegrini with the ball in. Mancini at the back post. Oh, he heads over with a massive chance to make it equal at half-time. It's 1-0 City. We seem to have improved towards the end of the half, but we're still going to get aggressive. We've not been good enough at all, and to make sure we're still in the tie, we need to pick up in the second half. We're going to ask for some passion to begin with as well. Looking through, no one really having a good game at all. And De Bruyne now with a ball in. Pellegrini does well to head clear, but it's only as far as Alvarez, who finds De Bruyne again in a troubling position. Sané with options in the middle. Aguero's one of them. And Sergio Aguero makes it 2. And it's now looking like a bit of a procession for Manchester City. Really well played from Kevin De Bruyne. Finds Sané in acres of space. Aguero unmarked. I don't know what any of the defenders are doing him leaving free like that. But this could, if we don't pick up, be tie over after the first leg. We're going to demand some more, and with half an hour to go, we're also going to make a few changes. There's no performances out there. We could change the whole team, if I'm being completely honest. The 2 is going to come off for Riccardi. That's one change we'll make. Young can come on for Almada as well. There's so many options that we could bring off, but they're the 2 to begin with who we've got on the bench. We're going to stay positive. A goal would be massive, obviously an away goal here. And maybe, just maybe, that's what we need. But it's City with the chance again. It's cleared only as far as Frenkie de Jong, who gives it to Sterling, not being pressed at all. And it's well just wide by Havertz. It looked like Pellegrini was trying to jump back in there to tackle him. But Havertz gets his shots away and it goes wide. And with 20 minutes to go, some creativity to finish. Is this going to be a chance for us? It's to Esposito. Can he keep a hold? He finds Young. Riccardi with room to run into. He needs some options and he's got Miranda as one of them on this left-hand side. Puts the ball in. Florenzi at the back post. It's just over. A goal would be massive if we can grab one. We need to make sure, however, we're not conceding one more, as I feel that could well be tie over. Havertz in the middle for City. He's beaten to it by Riccardi. Is this going to be a chance? Young. Tonali with the ball. Pellegrini with Florenzi outside him if he wants to use him. He does. Florenzi with a chance to get a ball in. Miranda in the back post. He heads over again. Are we going to rue some of these missed chances late on in the game? We're starting to get in there, but we need to put one away. 6 minutes left then of the game. Final change. Sheik for Esposito. We're going to go attacking to seek that goal that may well be crucial. We're going to ask for some passion to finish. 4 minutes to grab a goal. 2-0 might not be too bad, but 2-1 would be ideal. Cancelo with the free kick. Mahrez. I feel like this might be a chance for them to make it 3. And if it is, it could be game over late on. Miranda does well to hamper a Cancelo cross. Rodrigo back to him though. Back to Rodrigo, popping it between them nicely here. Aguero into Sané. It's surely 3, but Farron saves. That could be crucial. Todibo puts a poor ball out to Mahrez, it seems, but they've not made the most of it. And a poor first leg finishes Man City 2, Roma 0. We're still punching in the tie, but only just. We'll need a massive effort at the Olimpico, and I will see you for that in a second. Big Serie A news then, ladies and gentlemen. We have just secured a 2-1 victory over Torino. We tried to chuck it away at the end with Torino scoring a goal in the 77th minute, but Sheik and Bua did enough. And whilst we were beating Torino, AC Milan were losing to Parma, and there is now 2 points in it at the top of the table. It's very much on with 7 games to go. Can we claim our first Serie A title? We'll find out in the next 7 games. But first, Manchester United await the winners of this tie. We go home to the Olimpico against Manchester City. 2 goals down. Can we turn it all around with this team? Falanez in goal, Miranda, Upamecano, Mancini, Todibo and Bua at the back. Riccardi, Tonali, Pellegrini in the middle, Almada in behind, Patrick Sheik up front. Slight changes. The team that faced Torino was this one. They picked up the form well. Sheik getting a goal there as well. Esposito on a bit of a drought, so Sheik keeps his place. Same team, slightly more defensive, however, for Manchester City, looking to hold on to their lead that they've built up. Can we spoil the party and give those Roma fans something to cheer for? Let's go and give the media an excuse to continue backing us up. The assistant is going to the tunnel, and here we go. 2 goals takes it to extra time, and a Manchester City away goal makes it oh so difficult for us. But is there something in the Olimpico air that can just get us over the line this evening? 15 minutes in then, and we've barely seen anything of us. Man United, obviously I mentioned, will face us. They convincingly beat Arsenal over 2 legs, so it will be a tough challenge if we make it through, but we need to draw 2 goals in order to do so, and therefore we're going to go attacking because we've not seen much of the game. In fact, we've not seen any of the game at all so far. until now, but it is Manchester City on the ball. Is this going to be the goal that kills the tie? Aguero on the edge of the area, back to Chilwell, De Bruyne back to De Jong, popping it around nicely between each other. Armada tries to nab it off him but can't quite, but Todibo does hoof it away only as far as Stones. Chilwell again on the left. Where is this highlight going? It looks like it might be to Manchester City. Sané on the left, ball across. Aguero, what a save! Volker Fernandes may have just made a save that keeps this tie alive. What a save from Fernandes. Miranda and Boo are having awful games at fullback, but Walker Fernandes with a great save. It's 0-0. We need 2 goals, but Fernandes has made it. It's sure it's not going to be 4, and we're going to say that we're going to need to avenge what happened last time against City. Can the boys go out motivated and just get those 2 goals? We need to get creative. We need to see more of us than we did in the first half. And here is a chance. Pellegrini with the ball in. It's a great ball, but no one's attacking it. Mancini to Upamecano. Mancini and him sort of tackling each other, it would seem. We need to start pressing here. Oh, we've almost lost it to Sterling, but we managed to keep it. Bua on the right, going at his man. It's fallen to Almada, Pellegrini, Tonali, Almada, Riccardi. Are we going to get a shot away from this? We're just knocking it about nicely at the moment. Almada to Bua. Bua cutting inside, plays it across to Miranda and the back post, and we've got to go! Roma 1, Manchester City 0. It took its time to get into a goal-scoring area, but Bua with a cracking ball to balls the back post. Ederson out of his goal. And Miranda can slot home. I said they played poorly at half-time. Well, they've given us some credit now. A Bua assist for Miranda on the left. And we're coming again. Miranda, Riccardi, Tonali. Is he going to have a pop? He does! Oh, what a goal! Sandro Tonali with a cracker. Oh, you're joking. Oh, it's offside. Oh, they're saying Sheik is in the eye line of the goalie, but Tonali has just scored an absolute belter, and it's not going to count. And here are Manchester City. Mancini heads away nicely, but it's only as far as Sané to De Bruyne, all the way back to John Stones. De Jong in the middle. Can we nab her off them and cause a counter? Stones, De Bruyne, De Jong, they're knocking it about really nicely. They found Sterling on this right-hand side who's cutting inside. Upamecano takes him down. He doesn't. He clears well. Cancelo, De Bruyne. I thought it was a penalty there. It seemed to have the question marks over it. Alvarez, Cancelo, they're knocking it about really nicely, and I feel they're going to penetrate us shortly. All the way back to Ederson. Stones. Havertz with room to run into. Sané on the left. Here's the chance, I feel. Sané with the ball in. Aguero well blocked, I think it was, by Todibo, I believe. And with half an hour to go, we're just going to make a couple of changes. Riccardi struggling on the big occasion. Brian Cristante can come in for him. Sheik also not firing. So on comes main man Esposito. Can we grab the goal that would send this to extra time? Half an hour to go. We thought we had it with that Tonali cracker. It was ruled out for offside, but there is still a chance. We've given ourselves a good, creditable showing this time round. The away goal would have been crucial at Manchester City, but it wasn't to be. And with 10 minutes to go, we need to just make one final alteration. We're going to go very attacking. That's the first thing we'll do. What can we do? Who have we got on the bench? We've got Zaniolo, who could come on. Can he provide the difference? We'll do that. Zaniolo on for Almada. Very attacking. 10 minutes to go. Can we grab a goal and just poke ourselves into extra time? It could be a chance. Pellegrini, Esposito, he's done it! We've scored! Sebastiano Esposito makes it 2. We're going to drop back to positive now. What a ball from Pellegrini. What a sub from Esposito. A bullet header into the bottom corner. And it's 2-0 Roma, 2-2 on aggregate. And as time ticks by, extra time looms. And what a turnaround. We've a late chance, have we? Bua. Zaniolo, it can't be, can it? Bua. He's lost it to Rodrigo. And is there a chance for City to break? There is. Is it going to be snatched right before our eyes? Zaniolo nicks the ball though. He's surging towards here. Zaniolo scores! It's Roma 3, Manchester City 0, and we may have just booked our spot in the Champions League semi-finals. What a game this has been. 2 substitutes on the score sheet. Zaniolo's first goal of the season, may I add. And time ticks by, and we've done it, ladies and gents. What a game. What a comeback. What a team. We are in the Champions League semi-finals against Manchester United. And you know that will be next time. But what a game. Oh, I can't believe what I've just seen. Tottenham losing out to Atletico Madrid in the other semi-final on the night. What a performance from the boys. Zaniolo and Esposito coming on for 2 late goals. We've dumped City out of the Champions League. They still look for their first title. Roma surge on and look for theirs. And we will be back for this, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United, another trip to Manchester in the Champions League semi-final. Can we make it to the final and top off what has been a really good season so far? Silly Out, of course, is also up for grabs. You're not going to want to miss the end of this season. And I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. And if you have, please leave a big like down below for me. Surely this episode can get 10 likes for us. Subscribe to the channel if you're new or not yet subscribed. And thank you all for coming along and watching. Oh, what a comeback.